You are in a group. Everyone is talking, laughing, sharing.
Then the conversation turns to goals. What do you want to do with your life? What's your big dream?
One by one, people share, confidently, naturally, with excitement in their voices.
And then it is your turn.
You have so much to say. Your mind is full, your heart is full, but under the pressure of that moment, your English fails you.
You say something short, something safe, something small, and immediately you feel it. That shrinking feeling, like you just made yourself smaller than you actually are.
But that shrinking feeling, it is not because your dreams are small.
It is because nobody ever trained you to think and speak about goals in English, in real time, under social pressure, with real emotion, in a real conversation.
Interesting. This is one of the most common invisible struggles in the English learning world, and it matters deeply.
Because in today's world, opportunities come through conversations. The way you present your goals in meetings, in social settings, in interviews directly affects how people perceive you and what doors open for you.
There is a specific set of phrases and a natural flow that confident English speakers use when they talk about their dreams. And once you practice it, that shrinking feeling starts to fade and your real self starts showing up in English.
Today, we are going to unlock exactly that.
Let's go.
Your daily dose of English fluency.
Welcome back to the Mr. English Master podcast, the place where real English meets real life, real conversations, real confidence, and real growth.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Alex. And Sarah, I have to be honest with you. When I first heard the hook for today's episode, that group conversation moment, I felt it, physically felt it.
Really?
I remember exactly that feeling. Being in a room, smart people, interesting people, and when it came to my turn to talk about what I wanted in life, I just shrunk, said something vague, changed the subject almost immediately.
And the worst part is, it's not that you didn't have something to say. You had everything to say. The dream was there. The passion was there. The words just weren't in English yet.
Not in English yet. That phrase is important. Yet. Because that's exactly what today changes.
By the end of this episode, you will have the phrases, the structure, and the confidence to talk about your dreams and goals in English, naturally, comfortably, without shrinking.
But before we get into it, our small favor. If Mr. English Master is helping your English grow, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with one person who you know has big dreams but small English confidence.
Especially that friend who has written their 5-year plan in their native language 17 times beautifully, in detail, but goes completely quiet when someone asks in English.
17 times, color-coded, highlighted, with sticky notes on the side.
The plan is magnificent. The English presentation, we're working on it. That's why we're here.
After today, that friend is ready. Let's go.
Okay, so Alex, let's start with something really fundamental. Why is talking about dreams and goals so much harder than talking about, say, your day or your morning routine?
That's such a good question. And the answer is emotional stakes.
Emotional stakes?
When you talk about your morning, the stakes are low. If you say something wrong, nobody cares. You had tea, you took a shower, no big deal.
But your dreams, your goals, those are personal. They're vulnerable. They represent who you are and who you want to become.
And when you feel vulnerable, the pressure to sound perfect in a second language becomes enormous. You're not just trying to communicate, you're trying to be seen accurately, to be understood at the level of your soul in a language that doesn't yet feel like yours.
That is exactly it. You want the English version of yourself to match the full, complex, dreaming, hoping version of yourself inside.
And it absolutely can. But it requires the right phrases, the right structure, and most importantly, the right permission to be imperfect while you get there.
So let's build that toolkit right now. Let's start with how do you actually open the conversation about your goals? How do you begin?
Okay, so in English, there are several natural ways to introduce your dreams or goals, and they vary depending on the setting. Let's go through them one by one.
The first and most powerful opening phrase is, something I've always wanted to do is...
Oh, that one is beautiful. It's personal, it's warm. It signals that what's coming is real and meaningful.
For example, something I've always wanted to do is start my own business. Or, something I've always wanted to do is travel to South America and volunteer for 6 months. Or, something I've always wanted to do is write a book about my grandmother's life.
You hear how specific those are? That's what makes them powerful. Not just I want to travel, but where, why, and in what form.
And specificity is the secret ingredient in talking about goals. Vague goals sound like wishes. Specific goals sound like plans. And plans command respect.
Another great opening. My big goal right now is to...
This one is more immediate, more action-oriented. It tells people you're not just dreaming, you're working towards something.
My big goal right now is to finish my degree and get into marketing. Or my big goal right now is to save enough to move to a new city by the end of the year. Or my big goal right now is to become fluent in English so I can apply for international roles.
That last one, very relevant for our listeners, and absolutely a valid, powerful goal to state confidently.
Another opener. I've been working towards something that really matters to me.
This one builds anticipation. It tells the listener, what's coming is important. Pay attention.
And people do, because when you signal that something matters to you, genuinely, other people lean in. They want to hear it.
And finally, for more casual conversations, honestly, what I really want is...
Oh, honestly, that word does so much work in English.
It really does. It signals authenticity. Like, I'm going to drop the small talk and tell you the real thing.
Honestly, what I really want is to build something I'm proud of, not just something that pays the bills. Or, honestly, what I really want is more freedom in my schedule, in my work, in my life.
Real, human, memorable.
Okay, so we have our openings. Now, how do you describe the dream itself? What language do you use to paint the picture?
Great. So this is where a lot of learners get stuck. They know the goal, but they don't know how to describe the journey, the motivation, or the bigger picture in English. So let's break it into 3 parts. The what, the why, and the how.
The what, the goal itself. The why, the reason behind it. The how, the steps or the plan.
And when you combine all 3, even loosely, you sound not just like someone who has a dream, you sound like someone who has a direction, and that is a completely different impression.
Let me give an example. I'll describe a goal using just the what. Then I'll add the why. Then I'll add the how, and you'll hear the difference.
Yes, let's hear it.
Just the what. I want to open a cafe.
Okay, simple, clear, but that's it.
Now with the why. I want to open a cafe because I grew up watching my mother cook for everyone who came through our door. Food was how she showed love, and I want to create a space where people feel that same warmth.
Oh, that's completely different. Now I understand you. Now I feel connected to your dream.
And now with the how. I want to open a cafe because food was how my mother showed love, and I want to create that kind of warmth for people. Right now, I'm saving, learning about business management, and I'm planning to start small, maybe a pop-up first, within the next 2 years.
Now you sound like a person with a soul and a strategy. That combination is incredibly compelling.
And notice, none of that required complicated vocabulary. Growing up, showed love, create a space, start small, planning to. Real, simple English carrying a powerful message.
So the formula is what you want, plus why it matters to you personally, plus 1 or 2 steps you're taking or planning to take.
Now let's talk about the language of ambition, because there are specific phrases in English that signal confidence, drive, and forward momentum, and they make a huge difference in how your goals land.
So let's go through them. Phrase 1, I'm working toward.
This is active, present tense. It says, I haven't arrived yet, but I am moving. I'm working toward my professional certification. I'm working toward building a life that matches my values.
Phrase 2, I'm in the process of.
This signals that you are already in motion. Things are happening. I'm in the process of launching my first online course, or I'm in the process of transitioning from engineering to design.
Phrase 3, what drives me?
This is one of the most powerful phrases in English for talking about goals, because drives implies inner fuel, passion, not just wanting, but being moved by something.
What drives me is the idea that I can create something that outlasts me. Or what drives me is seeing the look on someone's face when they understand something for the first time. Or what drives me is my family. I want to give them a life that my parents couldn't give me.
That last one, every time I hear someone say something like that, I feel it.
Because it's real, and real always lands.
Phrase 4, my vision is...
Vision is a beautiful word for goals. It implies something bigger than a task or a target. It implies a picture of the future you're building toward.
My vision is to run a company that genuinely helps people, not just makes money. Or my vision is to be fluent enough in English to mentor others who are where I am now.
Phrase 5. One day I hope to.
Softer, more vulnerable, but absolutely valid and completely natural. Not every goal needs to sound like a TED Talk. Some of the most moving goal statements are quiet and honest.
One day I hope to write something that changes how someone sees the world. Or one day I hope to live somewhere by the ocean and wake up slowly. Or one day I hope to look back and feel proud of what I built.
Beautiful, humble, human.
Phrase 6, I'm passionate about.
Interesting. Passionate about is a phrase that shows energy and commitment without overstatement. I'm passionate about education and I want to build tools that make learning more accessible. Or I'm passionate about sustainability and I'm trying to find a career path that aligns with that.
And phrase 7, one of my personal favorites, the reason this matters to me is.
This phrase is powerful in any setting, social, professional, personal, because it shows self-awareness. You're not just stating a goal, you're showing that you've thought about it deeply.
The reason this matters to me is that I grew up without many opportunities, so I want to be someone who creates opportunities for others. Or, the reason this matters to me is that I've spent years doing work that doesn't feel meaningful, and I'm ready for that to change.
Every single one of those phrases usable today, in a conversation, in a job interview, in a casual group setting, right now.
Okay, word tour time. Let's lock in the most important vocabulary from today.
Word tour, let's go.
First, ambition. Ambition is a strong desire to achieve something, a drive toward a goal or a better future. She has a lot of ambition. You can tell she's going places. Or, his ambition isn't just about success, it's about making a real difference.
Next, vision. Your vision is the picture of the future you are working toward. A dream with direction. My vision is to create a school where every child feels seen. Or you need a clear vision before you can build a real plan.
Then, momentum. Momentum is the energy or force that builds up when you keep moving forward consistently. I've been making small progress every week, and I can feel the momentum building. Or, the hardest part is starting. Once you have momentum, it gets easier.
Transition. A transition is a change, moving from one phase or situation to another. I'm in the middle of a career transition right now. Or major life transitions are scary, but they often lead to the best chapters.
Aligns with. When something aligns with your values or goals, it fits, it matches, it moves in the same direction. I'm looking for work that aligns with my passion for design. Or, I want a life that aligns with who I actually am, not who I was told to be.
Interesting, compelling. Something compelling is so interesting, powerful, or convincing that it draws you in. It demands attention. She told her story in such a compelling way. Everyone in the room was moved. Or, a compelling goal isn't just about what you want, it's about why.
Vulnerable. Being vulnerable means allowing yourself to be seen honestly, including your fears, hopes, and uncertainties. In conversations about goals, being a little vulnerable actually makes you more trustworthy and relatable. It takes courage to be vulnerable about your dreams in front of others. Or, the most memorable conversations I've had were the ones where someone was genuinely vulnerable.
Accessible. When something is accessible, it is available and reachable, not blocked by unnecessary barriers. I want to make quality education more accessible to people who can't afford traditional schools.
or this podcast is designed to make English accessible for everyone, everywhere.
And finally, outlast. To outlast something or someone means to exist or endure longer than them. I want to build something that outlasts me, something that keeps giving after I'm gone. Or, great ideas outlast the people who had them.
9 words. All of them the kind of vocabulary that makes you sound thoughtful, articulate, and confident, not just fluent.
And your challenge? Use one of these words today when you think or speak about something you want in your life, even privately, even just in your own head.
Your challenge is to say one sentence about your own dream out loud, using at least one phrase from today, right now, before this episode ends.
Pause if you need to. Think about what you want and say it. In English, imperfectly, bravely, right now.
Action steps. What do you do after this episode to start building this skill?
Step 1, write your dream down in English, right now, tonight, before you sleep. Not perfectly, not completely, just the beginning. Something I've always wanted to do is finish that sentence.
Step 2, add the why. 1 or 2 sentences. Why does this matter to you? Where did this dream come from? What feeling is it connected to?
Step 3, add one small how. What is one thing you are already doing or planning to do toward this goal, even if it's tiny? I've been reading about it. I'm saving money. I'm taking an online course. One thing.
Step 4. Practice saying it out loud, not reading it, speaking it, as if you're in that group conversation, as if someone just asked you, "So what's your big dream?" And you are answering, naturally, confidently.
Step 5. Notice when you shrink. In the next conversation where goals come up, notice if you feel that shrinking impulse. And instead of giving into it, use one phrase from today. Just one. Honestly, what I really want is, and see what happens.
Because here is the truth. The phrases give you structure, but the courage to use them, that comes from practice. And practice starts today, in this episode, with this step.
Let's do a final recap of everything we covered.
Talking about goals feels harder than other topics because the emotional stakes are higher. You are not just communicating information, you are being seen.
Specificity is the secret ingredient. Vague goals sound like wishes. Specific goals with a what, a why, and a how sound like a person with a direction.
The opening phrases. Something I've always wanted to do is. My big goal right now is to. Honestly, what I really want is. I've been working towards something that really matters to me.
The language of ambition. I'm working toward. I'm in the process of. What drives me is. My vision is. I'm passionate about. The reason this matters to me is.
Being a little vulnerable when you talk about your goals does not make you look weak. It makes you look real. And real is what people connect to and remember.
And the shrinking feeling, that moment where you go quiet and make yourself small, is not the truth of who you are. It is just a gap in your English toolkit, a gap we just filled.
Your dreams are not smaller in English. They are the same size, the same weight, the same fire. You now have more of the words to carry them.
Now, your turn. Question for the comments today. Tell us, in English, one dream or goal you have. Use one of the phrases from today. Any one. Any dream, big or small.
We read every comment, and we want to hear yours, because your dream, written in English, shared with the world, that is already a step toward it.
If today's episode helped you even a little, please like it, subscribe to Mr. English Master, and share it with someone who has big dreams and is ready to start speaking them into existence in English.
Because your dreams deserve a voice in every language, including this one.
This was the Mr. English Master podcast with Sarah and Alex.
Until next time, speak your dreams out loud. Be patient with yourself and never stop growing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care. See you next time.